jersey on for that
Um,
moment?
Honestly, I was happy that Kelsey was still able to do it. Of course, I was sad about not being able to do it, but more importantly, things happen. Like, it was out of my control, it was out of anybody's control. But I was just happy that my teammate was able to do it for me.
Can you take me through that day you were stuck in Atlanta, it looks like?
Man, that's a long time. That was a long time. But ultimately, things happen that we can't control. And we tried, we tried to get me out of there, and it just didn't happen.
You've done Olympic breaks before. What does it take for a team to come out of it stronger, still continuing to play the way they were going into it?
I think the Olympic break definitely does help for teams that haven't been together for a long time like us. So to be able to get these practices and get like some real runs in and really hit it hard and have days off, I think it's super important.
Caitlin told us she won a home run derby.
Yeah.
You guys have done a lot of activities like that. What can those kind of things do for you?
That's team bonding. That kind of have the fun in it at the same time, and then also kind of like take the load off the basketball and just doing something differently, but also still getting something out of it. That's fun.
I've heard a lot about chemistry with this team. Where have you seen that kind of most pay off, going back into that team bonding and how it's evolved from April to now?
I mean, well, we've been on a roll with each other from the start of the season, game after game. So we've been around each other for the longest when it comes to that, consistent. So I think it came from that, just being on planes, being on bus rides. We kind of just find ways to kind of just bond.
So good momentum at the end of the July run coming into this. What do you kind of most have to go back when you get back to next Friday? You guys want to pick it up where you got to?
People want to notice. They can see how good we are, and I think we just have to stay consistent in what we do good. And we can't worry about what teams, going to do to us. We just have to stick to the plan that, that we've been doing the things that we've been doing good, and then also tighten up the stuff that we haven't been doing good.
Erica, back to the All-Stars. It felt like you tried to call in all favors. You tried to get private jets. Like, what was the panic level, or what was the chaos as you tried to figure something out to get there?
It wasn't really a panic. It was more so like heartbreaking because I really wanted to do it. So when I got the call maybe 2 days before. So when I got the call, I was just like, oh yeah, this is what I'm ready for. And then to not be able to go, that's the heartbreaking part. But at the same time, like, I understand things happen in the world. So I wasn't too mad. I wasn't mad at anybody. I was more so heartbroken that I just couldn't be there.
And then Kelsey was the obvious selection.
Yeah, that fixed my heartbreak
away. Can you share if she won? How was the split? Were you getting half? Were you getting a portion?
That's between me and Kelsey.
Oh, okay.
But I was just happy that it was one of my teammates was able to do it versus them switching me out for someone else.
And then in terms of, I think you're already in Atlanta for a restaurant or type opening. How'd that go? Tell us what you're doing down there.
So I just recently opened a restaurant called Cliche, Wine and Tap Bar. That's 5 minutes from the airport. It's in College Park. It's Americanized food, but top shelf wine, top shelf liquor is very nice. It's a 3-level restaurant where you get the elegant, you get the patio vibe, and then you get the daytime vibe, roof recline back. So it's a pretty nice spot, probably one of my biggest investment. Super proud of it because it's coming together well.
What was the inspiration behind that? Because we all know that takes a lot of work to get going.
Yeah, that takes a lot of work, but also just knowing good friends who that's just in the industry that just always a part of investments, which I've been blessed to have a circle of people that's always put me on with investments. So that was one of them, and it's scary as hell, man, when you got to put out a lot of money and you don't see no returns right away. But things take time, and I've been patient. And I'm happy with the outcome that we had.
Among the things you guys have done in the community, you went to the state fair. What was that experience like? It's, I think, a lot of kids out on the court and be part of the grand opening.
No, that was pretty dope, man. It was hot, but that was pretty dope to just be able to see the kids just react to the things that we're doing in the community. And I think people forget that we also human, so we like those type of things too as well. So to be able to get a funnel cake and corn, this brought us back to our childhood memories. So we definitely had fun doing it.
In what way is this team best positioned to springboard coming out of the break? Whereas a team like Vegas, has 3 or 4 players overseas. You guys, outside of Christie, have everybody here ready to take off.
We're that team that need it because typically our team, most teams would bring their players back that's been here for 2 or 3 years. Like, our system has changed, and to be able to have these practice to get more practice in to kind of fine-tune some things that we need to fine-tune is super important right now.
You at the airport? Did you go back to the restaurant? Where'd you watch the skills challenge at?
I watched it in my house. Me and my family were. I actually have a video. I gotta find it in my phone. I actually have a video of me and my family just cheering Kelsey on as she, it was special that she also wore my jersey too as well. But me and my family were super hyped in the living room.
Does she still have that jersey?
No, I think she got to give it back.